And that one actually looks nice. You can, and it has a little bit of the blemishes on the bottom, but overall still is about just the right size.
We're calling this the vegetable pilot project for this year at least, because that's truly what it is. We have a very small scale, at least by a commercial scale, vegetable production here, to be able to supply enough vegetables for one small restaurant on campus.
So even before we planted, we met with the chefs, got their opinions on what can they use in the cafe, how much are they going to need.
Right now we're about 16 rows or so, which is not very much.
The student farmers came around and talked to Chef Hartley and I about what they're going to have and when they're going to have it and how much can we use.
We were able to get in several different varieties of cucumbers, okra, kale a little bit later, eggplants that are right here next to me, and then several rows of tomatoes.
The vegetables are fresh. They're grown right here. From a collegial perspective, we're working with students. We are paying market price for all of the produce that we're buying from the students. We've become, I guess, their number one customer, so to speak.
For me, the connection is very logical. For students to be producing vegetable crops, growing them, harvesting them, and going through the entire process from start to finish, which is very important in all aspects of vegetable production.
We all harvest together, we trade off depending on each other's schedules. And we come through, we'll harvest everything that needs to be harvested, take it to the wash station, wash it off so that it's presentable, sorted out anything that's overripe, underripe, split, things that aren't going to be real marketable.
Then from there, it's moving right across the street to Gerald Thomas Hall, where the 100 West Cafe is, and that's the basis for our pilot project. The students in the HRTM program are then processing the vegetables, chopping and trimming them.
On today's menu, we're utilizing cucumbers, lemon cucumbers, which are absolutely spectacular, and I've never used them before. This season, we're using Russian kale and collard greens, and I believe there's a little Swiss chard mixed in, and we sauteed all that up with bacon and onions, and we're going to serve that on our buffet line. When customers know that it was grown here by students, they smile. It makes them feel good about it.
Anything that may have a bad spot or some small imperfection will then go back into a compost 5-gallon bucket. Very simple system. They throw it in there. Any food scraps as well from the 100 West Cafe get mixed in there. Then that 5-gallon bucket makes its way back across the street, and very near to where we're washing the vegetables, those same vegetable scraps now that have gone through the cafe are composted, and over the course of time that will make some very nice high quality compost that we can then bring back out to the gardens.
This project this fall is to get this, the recycling of food waste from the West End cafeterias, and to reuse those food waste and put the waste back in the field after composting. This is a program that was initiated by the students. The composting bins, as you see here, were built by students.
Being able to build it, we were able to talk to other students and get them involved. So it's more of a community now than just a single compost bin.
This humified material, this compost, will help build the soil not only with the nutrients but with the organic matter it supplies. Probably by the end of January, February, this will be ready to put on the field.
The summer crops are going to be dying off, they're not going to be producing anymore, and we'll be coming in with lettuces, broccoli, and other cold seasons crops that we'll be able to supply to the cafe.
There's absolutely no downside. And the fact that it's sustainable and it's local, that's all sugar on the top. We're not doing it because it's less expensive. We're doing it because it's the right thing to do.